Hi students, today we will discuss a problem on area under the curves. Now look into the equations. The first one is root x plus root over modulus of y equals to 1. So now if you observe this equation clearly, now clear x value should positive and y value should be positive or negative. Why? Because under root it is modulus of y. So now keeping that one in mind, now this we can say that this curve is symmetric about a positive x-axis. Yes, and if you observe this second equation, that is mod x plus mod y equal to 1. Now if you split this, then if you remove this modulus, we'll get 4 equations here. So that the first one should be x plus y equals to 1 and x minus y equals to 1, minus x plus y equals to 1 and minus x minus y equals to 1. 4 equations, right? In these 4 equations, clearly this equation and this equation both are like in the first and fourth quadrants. Why? Because why I choose these two equations? Because of, if you observe this curve, root x plus root over mod y equal to 1, clearly x is positive based on this root x. Clearly x should be greater than or equal to 0, but y should be whatever it may be because of it is modulus of y. So now if you observe that it is symmetric about x-axis, means this first equation curve lies in the first quadrant and as well as the fourth quadrant. So I chosen these two equations. Like if you observe this x plus y equal to 1, it should lie in the first quadrant, and x minus y equal to 1, it lies in the fourth quadrant. Now coming to the graph of this, see, this will be what, x plus y equal to 1. So it will, this point here it is 1 comma 0 and this is what, 0 comma 1. There will be no use with this quadrant, right? So I just eliminate this. Next, and the second equation what we have here is x minus y equals to 1. So if you draw this, then it will be like this. Now this point will be 0 comma minus 1. Yes. Now here coming to the first equation, root x plus root over mod y equal to 1. If you observe that root x plus root over mod y equal to 1, if you substitute y equal to 1, then root x equal to 1. So here if it is y, then y, if it is y equal to 1, then root x plus root over mod 1 is 1 only, that is 1, that is like clearly x equal to 0. If you substitute y is mod minus 1, then also it will be 0. If you substitute x equals to 1, then y will become 0. Now if you observe this, the graph will be like this. That is what you can say that root x plus root over mod y equals to 1, right? Now we need to find the smallest area here. Anyway, if you find that first one, then you will get the second. Then you can multiply with 2. Now if you observe this, so if you observe this, the straight line, so which is what we can say that this one, it is what, y equals to 1 minus x. Fine. Now if you observe this curve, if you observe that curve, clearly y is what, a positive y. If it is above the x-axis, y is positive. So that clearly this is what, root y. Yeah, root y because of modulus of y. So here y, positive y, then y greater than 0. Clearly what we can say that y greater than 0, then modulus of y equal to y. So that root over y is equals to 1 minus root x, right? Then y equal to 1 minus root x whole square. Clearly y equal to 1 minus root x whole square. Now if you want to find that area, then if I say that it is a1, this is what a1, and if it is a2, then a is what a1 plus a2, and anyway a1 which is equal to a2, right? Now if you want to find a1, that is clearly it is from 0 to 1, right? Boundaries are from 0 to 1, upper minus lower, that is upper is what 1 minus x minus what is the lower, that is 1 minus root x whole square. So that a1 which is equal to 0 to 1, then it is 1 minus x minus of 1 plus x minus 2 root x whole x. Then clearly 1 gets cancelled. Yes. Then it is what a1 is equals to integration of 0 to 1. This is minus x minus 2x minus, and this will be plus 2 root x whole x. So that a1 which is equals to, if you apply the integration, clearly minus 2 times of the integration of x, the 2x, simply x square, we can say that it is x square, plus 2 times of root x integration, it is what 2 by 3 x power 3 by 2, and the boundaries are from 0 to 1. So a1 equal to, if you apply the upper boundary, that is what minus 1 plus 4 by 3, so which is nothing but 1 by 3. Now a1 is 1 by 3, no need to substitute lower boundary 0, it will become 0 only. So we want the area, right? So clearly what is area? A equals to a1 plus a2. Anyway a2 is also equals to 1 by 3, then area, final area is 1 by 3 plus 1 by 3, that is 2 by 3 square units. Thank you.